Hey girl, what's up? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit of step-by-step of how to achieve a 15 to 20 minute makeup look without having to use too many tools, but also beginner friendly. So if you want to see how I got this look and what products I use, then keep on watching. I'm going to go in with two primers. This first one is going to be the Yummy Skin Universal Radiant Primer. And I like to use this in just a few areas of my face because it's going to give that radiance. So I'm going to just take a little bit and rub it in my hands, like to warm the product up, and just tap that right here in the areas, and then one up here in this T-zone area down here. And then I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer, the hydrating one. I like this Laura Mercier one because it's like a 2-in-1. It's going to give more hydration. It's going to give a really nice hydrating look, but it's going to give moisture. I feel like with this Danessa Myricks one, it's a nice radiant one, but to me, on my dry skin, even with this radiant one, I don't feel like it's that hydrating. Now, the primer that I love from her is the serums. So I definitely need to get my hands on a full bottle of the serum. But now I figured out how to use this particular product, and this is the radiant one for dry skin, normal to dry skin. It is going to give you a natural radiant glow as you move and go throughout the day. But I really like that serum one. But again, this is definitely not necessary to use both. If you want to, go ahead. Again, this is just a quick 15-minute makeup look if you are going out the door, but this is actually steps that I would do because I have, you know, the experience to do makeup. I can get this done in 15-20 minutes tops. I have a mixture of high-end and affordable in this mix because that's how I typically do my everyday type of makeup. But for foundation today, just because I want to put on foundation as opposed to a skin tint. Now, if I'm just quickly trying to look put together, I would do a skin tint. But if I want to look put together in like a 20-minute span, but like church or something like that, and I really want to do a little glam, a little bit more, I will pull out a foundation. But these two are the Laura Mercier foundations. Now, this one is the Flawless Lumiere Radiant Perfecting Foundation. And then this is the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. Both of these are really nice for any skin type. I would say that the Radiant one is a little bit more for normal to dry skin. The Flawless Fusion for all skin types, including oily skin. I've been lately mixing those two because wearing it in the heat, you know, just for longevity, and then also the dewiness. I love the dewy. I love a good dewy look. So, but for today, I'm just going to go in with the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation, and I have mine in the shade 4 in Suntan. This is a favorite of mine. It is a favorite of mine. I've had this foundation for a while and I really, really like it. I know that Laura Mercier has a lot of new products out and I definitely want to get my hands on them for sure. For sure, I want to get my hands on them. I think I also been mixing them because this shade is a little bit lighter now that it's the summer months. So let me just go ahead and put the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear. This is in the shade 5W Amber. And I think that's really why I've been mixing it as well, because this one is a little bit more warm. So yeah, this is a little bit more warm. So I probably just need to try the new formulas, new packaging over here. We're just gonna go ahead and make this work, girl. Now, right now, I'm just applying this with a brush. If I was standing in front of my mirror trying to get this done in a 15-20 minute span, if you're new here, I have normal to dry skin. I also am a mom of 2 little ones that are 2 and under. So you can only imagine I don't have much time, right? So I would go in with a sponge. Now, if you like to use a brush, go ahead, but I just don't like that brush streaks on my face. I know that using a sponge will soak up some of the product, and sometimes that's the look I'm going for. I don't want it to look too full coverage. If I go in with the foundation, that's the flexibility you have with a sponge. It takes away some of the product, so it looks a little bit more natural, as opposed to a brush is going to give you a little bit more coverage. But if you want the coverage, go in with the brush. If you want to use a foundation, use a foundation with the sponge. Just play around with what type of look that you're going for. So as you can see with this foundation, a little bit goes a long way. And we prepped the skin and did all those things. Now I'm going to go in with the bronzer. This is the Morphe Cheek Thrills Tulip Trip Bronzer. This is the cream and the powder. So we're going to go in with the cream first. And again, these are products that I would, you know, reach for. I do switch them out to play in all of my different products, but I'm still creating the same look, going for the same type of vibe for my 15 to 20 minute makeup look. But if you are a beginner, you can certainly use, you know, any type of products. Like, this is an affordable product. And if you guys want me to do a 15 to 20 minute makeup look using only affordable products, comment down below affordable, and then that'll let me know that you wanted an affordable, quick and easy type of makeup look for 15 to 20 minutes. I just love this Morphe bronzer. It definitely brings dimension to the skin. It's like a nice mixture of warm and cool undertone. Love that. So I'm gonna go in with the Laura Mercier concealer. This is the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. I have this in 3.5 neutral. I am gonna go on and brighten a little bit because this is not really much of a brightening. This one does do a little bit of color correcting for me. Definitely a nice concealer and undertone for an everyday look where you're not doing too much brightening, but I'm extra. I do a little bit of brightening in the inner corners, and then that's like my go-to look. And as you can see, it canceled out my eyelid natural color. Everything just looks more seamless and more effortless. I love when a concealer cancels out what it needs to and just add that oomph. But this concealer is very hydrating. I'm sure it's a different packaging now. The Flawless Fusion concealer, such a nice hydrating concealer. I am gonna go in with this flower. I think I got a lash in my eye. Yep. I am gonna go in with this Flower Beauty concealer, and this is the Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Light Medium. So before I go in and add additional layers of concealer like I typically would, I wanted to go ahead and put my blush on so that I can do the technique I've been loving to do. This is the About Face Cheek Freak Blush Balm, and it's in the shade Get Some. I think that's the shade, but this is a really beautiful mauve pink, right up my alley type of shade. Now, what I'll say about this, it is a balm. It's supposed to be a balm, but it's definitely a more of a dry down to a powder. So what I do is put it on my hand and then tap it on my face, or I just take my finger and tap it in the area that I want to go in. I feel like when I use this with a brush, I feel like it was picking up my face products, but when I apply it like this, as you can see, beautiful. And like I said, it dries down to a powder. So you can leave it as this if you like for one of those quick everyday type of looks, or you can add a powder on top. Now, me being extra, I am going to add a powder on top. Although this kind of feels like a powder as you blend it out and all the things. This is a really beautiful shade, and the packaging is so cute. Like, I feel like not a lot of people talk about the About Face products. Like, beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with that Flower Beauty concealer. As I mentioned, like I said, this is a little bit lighter because I am going for a little bit of brightness just right here in the inner corner, and I'll put a little bit more of the Laura Mercier kind of right here for a little bit more coverage. These concealers are lightweight, very much serum-y, hydrating, and all the things. So they are buildable, which I love. So again, you can use a sponge or you can use a brush, whichever is your preference. I typically go in with a sponge. So to set under the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead in with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This is the loose one, and I'm just gonna go in and press everything in. I am gonna tap off the excess and just really press down into the skin. You wanna press this down. You don't wanna bake with this powder. This is a powder you wanna press into the skin and just let it set everything in place, you know? Now I'm gonna use the same bronzer from the Morphe palette, the powder side now, and go ahead and bronze up the skin. This is one of those bronzers that's so lightweight and airy on the skin. I put too much right here, but it just blends everything in so nicely. For the powder blush, I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild blush. This is in the shade Mellow Wine. It's like this beautiful mauve shade. I just love a good mauve shade, a good mauve, a good orange. You can't beat it, okay? So I'm gonna just take this and put this on top. focusing it more right here because the blush that's down here is already here from our base. And I've really been liking that technique of putting down a cream or a liquid blush because it just allows your blush to last even longer, but also to do techniques like this. So I love blush. This hasn't been new for me. I've always loved blush. I'm just happy that you don't have to feel out of place for wearing it however you want to wear it. I love a good blush. For the brightening part of the eye, I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder, and this is in the shade number 1 Fair. I just go right here in this inner corner. Now, this powder, honestly, I feel like it's taken over I've been reaching for this more than my Sephora Micro Smooth powder. And I still have the original formula. I haven't dabbed into the new formula that Sephora brought out. So I've been trying other powders, you know, just to see what's tea, girl. So this is the Laura Mercier Translucent Pressed Setting Powder Ultra Blur. And it's in Translucent Honey. And y'all, it comes with a little puff. I haven't used the puff, but this powder, I need all of them. I need as many as I can get. Now, I know they probably changed the packaging of this, but this, she's good. She's so good. So good. Like, my face just looks so blurred. I use this for all over. Now, if I can find this in a lighter shade, I definitely would like to try it on the under the eye, similar to what I did with that Charlotte Tilbury powder. Girl, this blurs my skin and I love it. I love it. The wearability on this is so nice, and my skin just looks very airbrushed and just flawless. I'm not sure if that's the blurring mechanism, but like I said, this is also a translucent powder, so, and it's in honey. It's like a nice tint to it, but not doing too much. Very lightweight on the skin, so I don't feel like I'm adding another layer of powder and feeling cakey or tight. This is so good. This is so good. So when I'm in a rush, like, you know, doing my makeup 20 minutes or so, I don't have time to do a big, massive amount of eye look. So I am just going to take my bronzer powder that I use and place that on the eyes. So I'm going to put this in the inner corner. This is the Lizzie McGuire collection that came out, that was at Walmart. It's this highlighter shade. Very pretty, cool tone type of iridescent purpley shade. So just for a little razzle dazzle for this video, I'm just going to put a little bit in the inner corner here. But typically I would go in with one of my like shadow toppers, which is the my favorites have been the e.l.f. Fine as Fleck or my Juvia's Place Dual Chrome. But yeah, this is what I would do because I can do this and not have to worry about wearing any lashes. And I'm building it up for the sake of this video, but you can leave it at that first piece that I just had, like not too much, and you look like you got a whole face on. 20 minutes, like I said, using your fingers if you need to use your fingers and not bring out all the tools. And for a little bit of highlighter, I do have the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder in Glow. I haven't used this in a while, so I was like, let me take it out for this video and use it for this video. So I'm going to take my fan brush and just dab this on my brush and take it right on the bridge of my nose. I like using this when I'm not trying to do too much, or I don't want my highlighter to just be too va-va-voom. This is like one of those subtle glows, but it's still present on the skin, if that makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and spray my face first before I do my mascara. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter in the Glow Finish. I'm going to take the Tartelette XL Tubing Mascara and go in with this for my lashes. I typically use my Essence mascara. I use that every day. Like, that is a holy grail for me. But I figured I would switch it up a bit. This is a really good tubing mascara that has a lot of pigment, okay? And the black is really black. It just gives a nice length to the lashes, coats the lashes really well, and I like how it just spaced out my lashes, giving me that wispy look. So if I don't have time to put on any false lashes, this is gonna do the job. Like I said, the black on here is very pigmented. I wonder if this comes in brown. I would love to have this in brown. I have to check it out and see. Let me know if you know that this, if it comes in brown, let me know. But this is a really nice mascara. I try to stock up on these every time that they're on sale at Ulta. So that is a really good mascara. So going on to the lip, I'm going to go in with this Fui Long Lasting Dual Lip Liner and Lipstick. I'm just going to go in with the liner side, but this is the liner side. And then this is the lipstick side, a 2-in-1, which is perfect for a quick makeup look. So I really like the liner and the lippy on this, but I just wanted to do a different lippy with this liner. The brown on this thing is so pigmented. For lip, I'm going to bring out an oldie but a goodie. This is the Still the Stay All Day Matte Lipstick in Pelias. I don't think they sell these anymore, but I love this matte lipstick. If I wanted to wear a lippy, this is that. Okay, you see how it's like a perfect nude. Like this is a real nude. There's no pink in here, and I love that. I love it. Come on, that looked too good. And then on top of this, I'm just gonna put a little gloss. I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil and Glimmer Finish. Now you can certainly not wear a lipstick, you can leave it. This is just gonna give a little sheen because I wanna keep that nude undertone with the lipstick. And this is just going to add a little shine to it. There's a little bit of glitter in here, but it's not something that you can feel. So yeah, this is the finished look, you guys. Very easy, simple, definitely 15-20 minute look. But because I was talking and sharing some steps and some techniques that I do in between each product, it probably seemed a little bit longer. But trust me, even if you are a beginner, you can certainly pull off a look like this. It's more so the base. You know what I mean? Like you can eliminate the eye, eliminate the lip, and just do a gloss, girl. But it's more so the base, and the base can definitely take you no more than 15-20 minutes. Comment down below affordable if you want me to do a full affordable look for if you are a beginner or if you're just trying to get back into the makeup thing. Let me know down below. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps your girl out. And until next time, love, peace, and beauty. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.